Okay, good morning, y'all. Good morning. And I do not own the rights to that song. Neither do I know even what that song is, who made it, or any of that. I just got in the car, got off of work, and I'm actually getting ready to do my 30-minute walk in the park. I know I'm looking kind of cute to do a walk in the park. But, you know, these days, you never know when it's your last breath that you're going to be taking. So, you know, just try to feel as good about yourself as you can. I remember when I was married, and I used to buy off this long, this is my golden nugget, by the way. Buy all this, well, maybe not. I have 2 golden nuggets then. Buy all this cute Victoria's Secret stuff. And I mean, I'm talking about some of them sets would be like $100, almost 200. I mean, it wasn't no cheap stuff. And I saved it for like years. Like some of this stuff I never put on, still had the tag on it. And I always said, oh, I'm going to save it for my husband. Then when I got married, the person I married was so unworthy of me wearing my stuff. So I still didn't wear it then. So I ended up eventually getting too big for it and just gave the stuff away. So that lesson, that golden nugget for you is smell good, put your little stuff on, wear it, even if you just wear it around the house. Because you never know when it's going to be your last day on this earth. You just don't. You don't, y'all. So that is the golden nugget of the day. Okay, my second golden nugget is don't allow stubbornness or pride to keep you from possibly a huge blessing. Don't let your pride or stubbornness keep you from what could possibly be the best thing for you. Don't. Okay, y'all? That's coming from my heart. Okay? There are some people out here in this world who lack the ability to empathize, to sympathize, and there's nothing you can do to open them up to something. And I don't even call it closed-mindedness. I'll call it that there's something within them that refused to allow you in. And so when that happens, sometimes it can be a terrible end result. Seriously. So don't allow stubbornness, pride keep you from possibly the most awesome blessing in your life. I don't know why that was on my spirit to say at this moment or this morning, but I just want to share that with you guys. So, okay, now this is what I need you guys to send good energy. Like I said, I only have 19 subscribers, but that's okay. You never know what video someone was sent to somebody, and all of a sudden it just goes everywhere, and next thing you know, you have people here. Plus, I am not consistent with coming on here. I've probably had this channel about a year and something, and I'm just not consistent with coming on here because this just isn't, you know, I love being on stage. I love doing that kind of stuff. And so you would think every morning I wake up, this would be the first thing I think of doing. It's not. It's not. No. Sometimes I go weeks and say, oh, maybe I should say something on there. So I pray that I get more into a habitual way of doing this, that I make this a habit, that I make this a go-to, but it probably won't be. So what's coming up for me? Okay, I think I mentioned in another video, I can't remember which one it was, but I probably just quickly said it, because I don't just go shouting out, telling the world all my business. Okay, so I put a bid in on a lot. It's a lot that my granny house used to be, and actually I grew up pretty much on that lot. And that lot and that house full of pancake and piano clucking memories. Because I used to be called in earlier than all the other neighborhood kids, because I had to do piano lessons, I had to do vocals. And actually my grandmother, I think, is the one person who got me to liking eating breakfast food at night. She would call me in and be fixing pancakes and sausage and eggs at night. And I remember the neighborhood kids, one of my friend Nikki, who's like my sister, reminded me. She said, Shelly, remember when we used to all be like, who's Shelly gonna pick tonight to eat pancakes with her? And I said, girl, I don't remember that. She said, yes, Shelly. We used to be like, man, how she picked me, how she picked me. I said, oh my God, that is so sweet. I didn't remember that happening though. So I am, the property, this particular area is getting ready to be prime. There's getting ready to be some kind of, you can tell, like developers, or, you know, kind of in that area. There's a college, college that people come from all over the world to go to right in this area. St. Louis University is a medical college. And they've been buying up stuff there. So I did a comparison with the lot on the next street back, which is Delmar. Okay, Delmar, there's a lot right behind my granny's lot. Now, what happened to the house that actually, I remember my granny saying that she was going to leave to her first granddaughter. But my grandmother back then was a hoarder. And so we didn't know what to call it then, but that's what she was. We can put a name to it, that behavior now. She collected everything. You could go up to the attic, and she would have papers that if you picked the newspapers up, they would disintegrate in your hand, turn to dust like magic. That's how old the papers were, but you could not get her to throw them away. You could not get her to see how much of a fire hazard this was. So her house caught on fire, which we just glad she made it out okay. So of course the house wasn't salvageable. They end up tearing the house down, but miraculously, nothing never was built on the house, on that lot. So they tore the house down. So I would say it's been probably 3 decades. And so I went down to try to see who owned the lot, and it looks like the city does. So I went online, and the city wants like $4,800 some for that lot. It's about 4,000 and something square feet. Actually, it's the same square footage as what they want. So I guess they're asking for $100 per square foot. But the lot right behind that on a street called Delmar, in St. Louis, Missouri, that same space, actually smaller lot space, they're asking for like $29,000 for the lot, and there's no house on that lot. So that's how you know something is transitioning right now. So even if, and of course they're asking that I had to fill out this much of paperwork just to buy a lot. But they're asking you questions like, what are you going to do with it? This and that, this and that. So I plan on building maybe a 2-story container home. It may be a 1, depending on if I do a 40-foot one or 2 20-foot ones. But I'm going to do a container home, and that container home is going to be my first Airbnb dedicated to my granny. And on the welcome mat, it's going to read, Granny's Love. I could just hear it right now. It's going to read Granny's Love. And so that's going to be my first Airbnb. And I plan to have a couple of these Airbnb, you know, maybe one here, one in another state, because I'll be moving soon. So in another state. So I'm trying to figure it out. But I know I told the lady on the phone that I would be. She said, "Well, when will you be building it?" I said, between now and 6 months from now. I told her that. 6 months to a year from now, but I hope to do it between now and 6 months from now. That is my goal. So I'm excited about that. And even if I don't make it an Airbnb, when I build it, it's going to be paid for. I'm not going to have anything, no, mortgage or anything like that to put on it. So I'm excited. So pray for me, please. This really means a lot to me. This is a journey, a series for me. Getting in that business mindset, and I'm excited. So you're never too old to add new joys to your life. You're never too old to want to do anything. If you can still walk, still talk, and all those good things, you can try it. Okay, you can try it. So I'm excited that I want to do this. So I hope you all out there can be happy for me too. Like I say, I go before the board. Now, I went on the board meeting last month for the city. I could not present the lot I wanted because you had to have your paperwork in the beginning of the month, and I didn't know that. But I did get it in time enough for this month. So I'm just waiting to hear from them. And so the offer on the lot was $4,000, but when I talked to Lady, she said put in a bid for $2,000. So I was gonna be a little cheaper and put in for $500. I'm like, it's been sitting there for 3 decades, but if that's what she say, $2,000, I don't want to risk, being super cheap and risk having to come back to the platform again, and then because there's other people that'll be on the call and they are here what you're bidding on, so you can see they put up these people's stuff. So when I was on there, I could see what other people wanted, where it was located. So let's say I didn't listen to the lady, I guess, and I put in a bid for $500, and someone else sees the lot and they say, and then they turn me down, because they were turning people down on this Zoom call. They're like, nah, that wasn't enough for us, maybe come back next month and bid differently. I don't want to go through all that. So I don't want to bid too low and then someone see the property and then they go over there themselves and have more money at the moment than me right now, and then come right in and call down there, hey, I bid the $4,000 you want, on the lot, and then that knocked me out of it. So I think I am going to take this lady's suggestion and put in a bid for $2,000. Man, I'm so excited. I am. Thank you for listening. It's time for me to get my walk on. And then after that, I have a dentist appointment. Yeah, I have a dentist appointment. Can't you tell? Look at these girls. Okay, you guys, thank you for listening. My heart has been heavy these days, but I am at peace. I am. Be blessed. Take care of yourself. And like, share, subscribe, right? I'm supposed to say that. And I'll see you soon. Like I say, I hope I get better at doing this. Take care.